All right, cherry blossoms. It's time to finally add the flowers, the final touch to our beautiful spring painting. So maybe it goes this way, maybe it goes this way. We don't know yet. So on my paper here, I'm gonna practice first. You don't need to draw. I wanna show you something though. Cherry blossoms are a flower, and they generally kind of come from the center and go out, right? There's like petals around in here. Got kind of messed up, but they all tend to have this sort of shape. Petal, 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 petal. That's the basics of a cherry blossom. I'm gonna show you a couple different ways to paint them. One's a little more realistic, looks more like this. One is just sort of like colors and dots, but either way is up to you. So with some practice paper, you're gonna practice with me. So you're gonna need pink paint and some white, and cherry blossoms and apple blossoms are really, really light. So you're gonna want lots of white and just a little bit of pink as we do this. But what we're gonna do, so go ahead and try this with me. You're gonna dip your little paintbrush into white and into pink. Don't seem like I got any pink. We're not gonna mix, okay? We really don't wanna mix. We wanna get some lovely like variations in color. Is I'm gonna pull in towards the center. Boop, there's one petal. There's two petals. Now for me, the only way I can really do this by way of a hand works is to turn the paper as I work. I'm sorry, they're getting kind of long. I want to try to keep them the same size, but my paint, I noticed, is also turning into one color. So I'm going to dip again so that I get more variations in color. Okay, there's one. Does that look good? Kind of big. That's my only thought. Maybe I want to try to make them even smaller. That's really pretty. Get a really small paintbrush and just make little tiny ones. I like those really small ones. So try out a few of those with the paintbrush, see what you think, and if you think, oh yeah, I can recreate this easy enough on my painting. If you want to try technique 2, which I haven't even practiced yet, I'm going to try Q-tips. And so I'm going to dip my Q-tip into white and dip my Q-tip into red, and I'm just going to kind of dot it. White, pink. That works actually pretty darn good. Just kind of like on top of each other. It's maybe not as realistic, but it does look like a flower, actually. Much more like a flower than I thought it was gonna. So try them out. See which one you like. And then once you know, okay, I'm pretty good at this way, I'm gonna add that kind of cherry blossom, then you're gonna come on here and begin to put them on the branches. You can put them anywhere you want. I mean, a cherry blossom tree is sometimes just covered in them, So you can have an absolute ton of them, maybe not in here, but on these skinnier ones and at the ends, that's where you're gonna see the bulk of them. Okay, maybe not on this part. Think of that as like the trunk. So I'm gonna use my paintbrush, I guess. But I come in here and I would just make these little flowers. And then I would come to somewhere else and make another one, and I can make them right next to each other. You know, they shouldn't really be flying in space. So hopefully that looks like it's on the branch a little bit. I kind of feel like this paintbrush is a little big for this job. So I'm just trying to use the very tip. And really, the part of the reason this was important for us to have the white at the bottom was we wanted to make sure that these flowers would pop out. And I would definitely add some more. Now I could add them up here a little bit. You know, they don't all have to be only at the tips. But we'll take a look at some pictures. So there you go. And if you want to use Q-tips, same thing. You're just going to dot those Q-tips all in there.